Just it's going.
Yeah.
Uploading.
Okay.
Yeah, got it. Yes, ma'am, we can start now.
Yeah. Can you share the PDF, Master?
Yes, master.
Yeah.
Uploading.
Okay.
Yeah, got it. Yes, ma'am, we can start now.
Okay. Share the PDF, Master.
Yes, master. Uploading.
I think the YouTube is
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. Good morning, Masters. Today, this week will be the last practice week for the part one. Next week will be the review week. So, this is an amazing end to the part one where we are learning how we are created and what we are, how we are equivalent to God's qualities or God Himself. This is an amazing chapter. Let's know even more what is going on here. So, correcting thoughts. If you ask me what I understood and what is my perspective towards everything is everything is a thoughts play. All the game, everything runs with our thoughts. And that is the most important and powerful thing which we have. Thoughts. That's an amazing thing. Let's know about it. Seventh week, correcting thoughts. Anything that is created begin with a thought. This the first paragraph, Master, can you scroll a little bit up? No, I mean the first. Yes, yeah, thank you. So this whole first paragraph is all about the creator, the God. Let's see what they are saying. Babaji is trying to convey here. Anything that is created begins with a thought. Anything in this existence, this entire existence, all the planets, all the stars, all the galaxies, everything, the earth, you, everything is begin with a thought. The thought of something really is that something only at the most refined vibration. And this is all about God's thought. There, refined vibration that's at its purest form. Everything in the universe began with God's thought about creation. So if we name a consciousness, the being who has created everything, we can say it as God, right? And that God began that creation, that everything in his existence, just from his thought. He want to explore. That is where everything started, with a thought. Everything in the universe began with God's thought about creation. He wanted to create something out of his own. So this is how it started. And the thought here, Babaji is saying, is at the most refined vibration. It is at the purest vibration at that level. Now, this is all about God's thought. Let's move on to the next para. What it says here, you are in the most elementary sense a thought of God. It now, this first sentence says about us humans. And it says we are at a most elementary sense. That means we are limiting, we are looking at a limited perception. Elementary senses, we are using these five senses to see, to feel, to touch, to taste. We are only confining ourselves, limiting ourselves with only these senses, and we're thinking this is the only way we can create anything through only these senses, through our conscious mind. And that is what we are. This is one way to see. Okay, this is a limited human way, elementary sense way. That is what we are thinking. It is God's thought, only perceiving through this. But here, Babaji says, rather think this way. Switch that thinking from your conscious self, the conscious mind, which you perceive through your senses. Switch that mode from your limited self to switch it. Rather, you are a part of that marvelous, perfect thought that created all. Now, there are two ways of thinking. One is the conscious mind, another is an expansive, grand level where the God created entire existence. Switch from this small mind, small thinking, small thought to that marvelous, perfect thought that created all. Now, being a part of that thought, you are also the whole. Now, you are part of that thought, right? That God's thought. And here Babaji is saying, being that part, you are whole. You are complete. We will know more what he's trying to convey here with all these statements here. God's thought that gave rise to creation is indivisible. So a God's thought, his thought, which gave rise to this entire existence, gave rise to creation, creating you, me, these plants, this earth, all the other planets, all the star systems, is not separate. This is what it's saying. Not separate from him. It's indivisible. His one thought contains the entire blueprint for the cosmos and every single atom and soul. So this is the beautiful sentence mentioned in this chapter. His one thought, his thought, God's thought, contains the entire blueprint for the cosmos. So it says it has everything, every bit of information is there in that single thought. And every single atom and soul, all the information of you, me, everybody in this existence, that everybody's information is there in that single thought. And this is a powerful statement given in this chapter. His one thought contains the entire blueprint for the cosmos and every single atom and soul. So your entire history, my entire future, your entire future is there in that thought. Not only ours, every planets, every star systems. Now, furthermore, God is not separate from his thought. Now, we need to really focus on this. This is where Babaji is explaining what is happening beyond this thought. Why he's taking this example, what he's trying to convey to us through all these examples here. God is not separate from his thoughts any more than you are separate from your thought. So he's stating here that God is there himself in these thoughts. He's there. Everything is there. He's not separate from his thought. His thought and he are same. So are your thoughts and you are same. That is what it's saying here. God is not separate from his thought any more than you are separate from your thought. So you are not separate from your thoughts. That's what it says. That is why you are one with God. See, focus on this sentence. That is why you are one with God, because his thoughts are not separate from him. And his one thought contains the information of entire existence. And that one thought created you. That means you have that entire information within you. And you are not separate from God. You are same as God. Because his thought has everything. This is what is all the paras still now here are trying to explain you this logic. There is no other logical way to understand this. God is very much in tune with, one with the thought that created us. So he's perfectly in that vibration which created you, me, and everything. He's completely in tune. So that thought has the same vibration as God has. And you have the same vibration which God has. You are whole, you are complete. You have that in you, the entire blueprint. You are really that thought in your most refined state. You are the purest thought, the purest state which God has created in His thought. You are that, and you have that. That is your true identity. That is the truth. So you are one with God. This is the beautiful line. All this explanation is for this, to explain you, to make you understand. This is how it is. You are one with God. There is no difference in you and the God. Because we are the one thought that created everything. We are part of that thought which created everything. We can know everything about that thought. You have all the abilities to know entire creation because you are part of it. We can know everything about that thought, so we can learn about it. How? By going within, not out. Out is where you're using your conscious mind, your senses. Go within, look. You are part of that creation. You are the creator. So we are not just a separate aspect of that thought. No, we are not. We are not separate at all. We are part of the thought. We are part of God. So we are the gods. We were created to know everything contained in God's thought that created everything. We were created to know everything contained in God's thought that created everything. So we have that full rights to know everything that God has created. We have that information in us. And that is what this sentence says. Master, can you please scroll a little bit up? That means you can choose to think about any aspect of God's thought you wish. Choice. You have choice. You have power. It is under your control. You can choose. This is where you have option to switch your perspective. You can choose the perspective rather than limiting yourself, just thinking, I'm so limited. I have only these things. That's all, nothing else. No, switch that perspective. Go on a grand level, expansive level, that God starts level. You have that everything in you. So you can choose to think about any aspect of God's thought you wish. You wish. That is, you desire. When you have that urge, that curiosity to know, that is where you can seek answers, that you have choice. It is just like tuning into a radio station. See, tuning, vibrating that level. You shouldn't be dropping yourself. You should be rising up. You tune into any knowledge about creation. You just need to switch your channels. That's all. From thinking I'm limited, nothing is going good with me, nothing is happening, why my family is like this, why my life is like this. No, switch your thinking. Tune your radio to that greatest expansive grand level radio. Then see what miraculous way you can live in your life. You tune into any knowledge about creation. You can tune into any information in this entire existence. You can know anything. You just have to tune yourself up to that level. Rise your frequencies to that level. That means you have to live with those beautiful God qualities. One thing absolutely certain about God's thought is that it embodies all of God's qualities. So it has all those qualities. You are the thought and you have all those qualities. That's what the statement is trying to say here. The sentence embodies all of God's qualities. You have that within you. You are of God's thought and you embody all of God's qualities. And so does every other aspect of God's thought. So you have all the information within you, everything ready, packed inside you. You just have to open it. Then, when you tune, this is so important. You need to tune to that frequency. When you tune into some aspect of God's thought, you can be 100% certain to experience love, happiness, joy, bliss, truth, pure intelligence, peace, gentleness, unboundedness, energy, abundance, and non judgment, to name only a few. These are just few things, few aspects you can have certain experience about when you tune into that vibrations. So these are all within you, masters. You just have to reach there. Switch, not reach, switch it. That's all. Switch your thinking. This is your experience that God planned in His thought when He created you. This is the original plan. This is the truth. This is what it was. But we just drifted away with everything else our conscious mind is teaching us. So remember, all of creation begins with a thought. Okay, now it's summary here. What is saying? You are a creator because you are made in the image of God, and He is indisputably a creator. You create. Your creations also begin with a thought. Then you experience what you create. See, this all creation was begin with a thought, and the thought is not separate from God. All the qualities of God are in that thought. They are non-separable. They are very same. And you have the same qualities of God because you're image of God, because you are His thought. And He's a perfect creator. And you are the perfect creator too. Because He's a creator. His thought is same. You are that creator. You are a creator too here. Your creation also begin with a thought. Your creation. That means the God's thought created you. Then you experience what you create. The statement here says, the sentence, you create your reality. What you think is what you create. You experience what you create in your thought. This is a powerful sentence to reread. Your creation also begins with a thought. Whatever you create is happening in your thought, your thinking. Then you experience what you create. And what you are thinking is what is created, and that is what you will be experiencing. So the choice is yours. You have that control, masters. If you begin with some aspects of God's thought that created the cosmos, you will have a creation just like God creation. See, now here, Babaji is giving you a hint here. If you begin, so start thinking this way. a grander, expansive, that great level of creator thinking. That thought created the cosmos. This entire existence created with that thought. Switch in that mode. You will have creation just like God's creation. So your life will be that grand, that beautiful, that expansive when you think from that aspect, that perspective. Your creation can then only give you experience of God's qualities. When you think from that level, that perspective, then you will have the qualities of God's. You can experience those qualities. Your life will be that way with those beautiful qualities. Only those qualities are inherent in His thoughts. Only those are inherent in His thoughts. Only those are there. Everything else is just we are limiting, we are creating all these sadness dramas. No other qualities are there. There is none other than that. His thought cannot manifest what it doesn't have. It's not there. So let's not dwell in these lower frequencies. Let's just vibe high. This is a foolproof method for living life in heaven. Then to err is not human. So if you want to live in that heaven, this is how you live. Heaven is nowhere else but in your thoughts, in your thinking. Than thinking that human life is, yeah, we are made full of mistakes, we will keep doing mistakes. No, that's not the way to live. Switch your perspective. Then life is not a struggle. When you switch it, it's not at all a struggle then. Then all the forces of nature come to you, to your aid, as you experience only God's qualities. How God play with the elements of nature, how they come to Him, how they are working. And that way, they'll work for you too. Everything around you in this existence will work in your favor when you switch that mode from thinking, of thinking, that you are not just limited to body, you're beyond this. A glance around the world this is this is not happening. What went wrong? Even your own life appears to include some struggle, some error, some pain. What went wrong? See, we are talking all these big, big things, but when we look around, what is going on here? Why our life is like this? What's going on? Why these wars? Why we have fights in families? Why we have to struggle so much to live? This is what we think, right? If it is that big, then what's this? All this? Nothing went wrong. Even your seeming errors, struggles, and pain point to your divinity and perfection. Nothing is wrong. Remember, you are made in the image of God. God is sovereign. He created you with His thought. He's that supreme power. God is sovereign. He created you with His thought. And so are you sovereign. Another way of saying you have free will. You have a choice. Free will is nothing but a choice. You are also a creator in God's image, and you create with your thoughts. If you think these are errors and struggles, then He's saying, no, you have that power to switch. You have free will, you have choice. Switch it right now. God's thought, which you are one with, is available for you. It's ready for you. You can choose to tune into that thought. Choose. You have a choice here. You can tune there, up there, rather than going below. That is your choice. It is, can you please scroll up, Master? It is your free will to use His thought for your creation. Or you can choose to think a thought of your very own. Then Your creation will have a qualities you assign to it. So what does that means here? If you think at a grander level, wow, great, I'll have so many I have this all powers. I can create anything. I can achieve anything. You want that grand level, or you want to just switch to your qualities with saying, oh no, I have only this. I have to struggle. I have to work even more hard to get that. And those will be assigned to it. So it's your choice, which one you want to choose. Whatever you assign, those qualities will be assigned to those thoughts. Many, many times you have chosen your own thoughts and created a miserable experience. That doesn't mean you are miserable. That's impossible. You can't change the perfection you are. However, as a creator, you can create an experience what appears less than perfect. Only when you start with God's thought can you be assured of perfection and all those other wonderful qualities. So you have a choice here. And it says, Babaji says, whatever you created is no, not, it's not less at all. It is perfect because it is created by you and you are perfect. But switch your mode to grander level and see what is there for you. In a very real sense, the world you create by your own thoughts is an illusion. Okay? Because we are thinking from a limited perspective. That's why it is an illusion. We're thinking only we have these boundaries and we are living only within that boundary level. So it's just illusion. It is not the truth. Truth has permanence. Truth never change. Truth describes the thought of God that created us and the cosmos. A thought created us and the cosmos. That is the truth. The thought has that information. Complete. You are that complete. You have that information in you, which created cosmos. You have that information of creating cosmos. You have every information in you. That is the truth. The thought is truth. The thought tells of happiness, never sadness. It tells of bliss, joy, never despair. It tells of intelligence, never mistakes. It reveals abundance, never poverty. It brings infinite energy, never weakness. It is the hallmark of peace, never turmoil. This truth is simply God's thought that created the universe. And this is the truth, masters. You are abundant. You are intelligent. You have that intelligence power in you. You are always happy, bliss, joy, not the opposite of that. And this is what it says. The choice is yours. You can choose to create with God's thought or make one up of your own. God would have it no other way. See, there is no other way. It's perfect. You are created sovereign. You are created with a free will. Supreme power. You have a choice. Free will. You have that. You are created a creator. You are created as a creator, master. You are that creator. The fact you do create proves your divinity, even if you choose to create hell. So whatever you choose, it is perfect. What it says, but you have a choice to go down or come up. Today you begin to change the nature of your creation. You change your creation to be exactly like God's thought. Your creation, your life, and your experience are to have only God's qualities. Now you're choosing now. You're choosing to be in those qualities from the first chapter itself. First week we started with that. We are those God qualities and we started believing them. You can pretty much tell what your thoughts are by looking at your creation, right? in your present life, what is going on with you, you can pretty much say, what are you creating? If you are in debt and are afraid of the poor house, you have thoughts of lack and fail to realize the abundance in God's thought. So, why you choose this experience? To realize that you are abundant. So, you need to switch your thinking there. Realize this, you got that experience if you're facing this kind of situations. If you're lonely and without anyone to share love with, you have thoughts that you don't deserve love or that it doesn't exist. See, you are choosing your choices, your thoughts are this way, that is, your life is that way. That isn't true, you say. For you insist you want love and you want wealth. This is you have to, you chosen that to realize that you have this abundance of quality in you. That's the reason you choose certain experience. Of course, you want them. You want the experience of all of the God's qualities. You want them with a passion. That desire is ingrained as part of your very nature. It is how you were created. You cannot get rid of the desires for love, for abundance, for knowledge, for joy, for peace, etc. It is part of you. See, those experiences you want to realize are part of you. Those troubles, those struggles which you have in your life, to realize the opposite of that. That is your desire. That's why you're calling these. So switch your thinking, masters. Nevertheless, was some thought, probably even subconscious. What is this subconscious? This is a stored memory from your past, from your childhood, from your past lives, your belief systems, totally rigid, sitting there, that denies your creation, the qualities you desire. See, I'm abundant. It says, what? You are abundant? No way. These kind of thoughts will come from your subconscious because that's how we have been trained since childhood, from past, from experiences. How can I possibly change my thoughts if they are subconscious? You ask. Until now, it has been very difficult. See, till now, it has been difficult for you. Today, now is the solution. Today, you start that process gradually, method, method, methodically, but certainly. You will change your thinking so that it will create with God's qualities. So you will change your thinking. Now you have to change your thinking, masters. This is the solution. That is a process, and gradually you can build that so that it will create with God's qualities. You will tune into God's thought and claim it as your own. This is the indication of the next part, which is going to come in unified. So you are going to claim it as your own. Every day this week, read this lesson. Read each sentence slowly and digest its meaning. So, masters, important chapter for your entire life. Read this chapter, read it slowly, read every day and digest. This is what it says. It's hard. You need to digest, adjust your system, that you are creating all the things around you by your thoughts. It's hard to digest, but it is what the reality is. That is what the truth is. And you have choice to switch to those God qualities rather than the going opposite way. During your quiet periods, after focusing on the heart and getting your higher self signal, say, your name, my higher self, now reveal to me some of the errors in my thinking. So what you're thinking, what are the switching low level thinking? You need to find those up. Then you need to switch that mode. No, this is not me. I need to vibe higher than this to now reveal to me some of the errors in my thinking. why my situation is like this? What am I thinking? What is making my situation this way? Then you will get the indication from your higher self. This is the way you're thinking. Then just switch that mode. See, from the lack mode to abundance mode, switch it. Then sit quietly and let your higher self communicate. You will realize some thoughts that are creating havoc in your life. See, the thoughts which are troubling, which are causing all the troubles in your life, it will be revealed to you. Write down those thoughts as they come to you. The lesson for this week is simply to identify those thoughts you need to correct. Notice in your activity throughout the day what your experiences are. Then, in your next quiet period, say, reveal to me, my higher self, the thoughts I have that gave me the experience of this. So, whatever experiences you are like, you have certain challenging experience in your day. Sit and ask why this was given to me. Like, my higher self, the thoughts I have that gave me the experience of this challenging situation. What were my thoughts? Why the situation was why I called the situation by thinking what? So correcting the thoughts. This is what we are going to do here. This inventory is very important. You need to know the nature of your own thoughts before you can correct them. You need to know what you have done to correct them first. You need to find the problem first, then you can get to the solution. So you are going to find the problems now, where the thoughts you're going wrong. Your higher self gives that to you. This week, when you lie quietly in your bed before going to sleep, think of those people who have been in your life. For each one, realize that he or she has reacted to you as you determined by your thoughts. Okay, you have called for it. That's the reason they are behaving that way. Take full credit or blame for your experience with them. So take that credit. You have done, you have called, that's why they have come like that way. Take full credit for that. And send to each love from your heart. So from that, to each one of them, send love from your heart, feeling it go to them. This is the healer. This can heal. Love is the healer. It can heal a person, a situation, a thought, anything. So send that love. Then forgive each, knowing what forgiveness really means. That means giving love, nothing else. Okay, masters. Let's start the meditation. After that, we'll take up any questions. Sit comfortably. Master, can you stop the screen share? I'm unable to share the music. Yeah, thank you. Just relax yourself. We had too much information today about ourselves, who we are, how we were created, and how we are equal to that God. Let's take it in everything and let it settle in our subconscious. A place where we have stored all our belief systems so far. Now let's correct that. It was perfect before, as because we were that way. But now we're switching. We're switching our thoughts. We're tuning in to that beautiful Creator's thought, expansive, grander, miraculous level. Calm yourselves down. Let's gather all our thoughts, our energies, which we are just keep on passing to everything else, to the roles and the characters we are playing. Let's just now focus on our breath. This precious moment which we have chosen to be with ourselves. Let us completely be with our breath. We always have choice. Let's choose to be our breath. Relax your body, relax your face, jawline, your shoulders, your tongue, your chest, stomach, pelvic area, thighs, knees, feet, toes. Relax your complete body. Center in your heart. All your attention, your heart center. It is a marvelous, amazing place to be. Your heart center. Choose to be there as you have choice. Let us Send all the uninvited influences, our thoughts. The place they belong. All uninvited influences in my aura. I send love and light. You're each whole and healed. You're each created as love and light. And you are still love and light. You each feel no pain now. And you're not afraid. You each have a perfect place to go. And I ask my higher self to take you there now. Each of you go in peace. I close my aura to all except my higher self. I am made in the image of God. I am made with those same qualities that God has. I am one with God because I am the creator. I'm part of the creator. I am the thought. And I have everything within me. Blueprint for all the creations, all the cosmos. And I'm no different than the creator himself. I am love. I am light. That is the truth. I am happiness, joy, and bliss. I'm peace. I'm perfect. Gentleness. I am that infinite energy. I'm abundant. I'm non-judgmental. Everything is within me, and I am everywhere present. Perfection. These are my qualities. This is the truth. Beautiful truth. Nothing else. That beautiful higher self. Please give me my signal now. Yeah, you receive your signal. Know that you're always connected to your higher self. All it takes is you to switch to that tune. It's beautiful qualities of God. When you tune to that, that is where you will be working as your higher self. Because you are your higher self. All it takes is your perspective. How you look things around you. My dear higher self, now reveal to me some of the errors in my thinking. Thinking which is parting me from being my higher self. Thinking which is parting me from being my true self. My dear higher self, now reveal to me some of the errors in my thinking. Sit comfortably. Let thoughts from your higher self come to you. Remember these thoughts which are flashing to you right in this moment. They are the keys to help you understand the errors of thinking. They're just your thoughts out of ignorance. Limited thought. Forgive yourself. Give love yourself. And now send love to all who are involved in that situation, including you. Focus on your heart center. I am love. And I'm sending love to. You can send it to anyone you think of now, any situation, anything. You have an abundance within you. And love is the greatest healer of all. Switch your perspective to the grander, expansive level, God's thoughts with those divine qualities. And send love. Your thoughts. Emit love. This beautiful love out into your aura. As you vibrate, the energies around you changes. So you have a choice to vibrate in love. Choose that. Choose those beautiful qualities which you have within. Is the truth. God qualities within you is the truth. So live with those beautiful qualities. Emit this love onto your entire energetic field. Expand it because you're limitless. There are no boundaries for you. Send it to your entire house. See your beautiful family filled with this love. Their hearts, their energetic field. Expand it even more to your entire neighborhood, city, state, country. Entire earth, all the beings on this earth. Plants, animals, rocks, pebbles, water, air. You're abundant. And you're perfect the way you are. Expand it. Send it. This entire creation. As you are connected with this love to everything else. Expand this love. Spread it everywhere. This reveals to you how powerful and limitless you are. And you can reach anywhere your thought can reach. And you have the choice. You have miraculous thoughts. You have a choice to choose to live in these miracles. Or slowly get back your awareness to your heart center. A gratitude, Mahavdar Babaji, for giving us this beautiful unified course, to the author, Roger, for penning it down for us. Yourself for choosing to be with those beautiful God qualities. We live like a creator. Brahmarshi Pitamah Patriji, holding our hands and guiding us to this beautiful path. All the astral masters who are with us, helping, our guides. This beautiful frequency of gratitude. A gratitude, beautiful energies of this group, sharing their love, their frequency. Love and gratitude in your heart. Slowly wiggle your toes, unclasp your hands, gently place them over your eyes. A beautiful smile on your face. On the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to guide you and learn with you. Open your eyes to this beautiful day. If you have any experience to share, if you have any knowledge, share with us. Please go ahead. And if you have any questions, chapter, please do ask.
Okay, thank you. First of all, thank you for this wonderful session. It was really wonderful. I'm unable to open my eyes.
Thank you, Master.
It's so good. So it is like whatever we think, that means we are creating it. That is what
Yes.
the chapter says, right?
So beautiful, the course itself. All the spiritual books, the Sat book and all, this is what it says. And Babaji's gradually like molding us beautifully.
Yes, Master. And it feels simple actually.
Yeah.
When it is like slowly, just one chapter by chapter, when we are traveling,
Mm.
it starts feeling like simple and simple.
Yeah.
So today, like in a deep meditation, when we went, I just felt some light, inside the heart center. Just a small beam of light.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was so good. That was my experience, Master, today.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. It's very beautiful experience. Enjoy.
Thank you, Master. It was like, yeah, I didn't want to come out, but I have to. That's why I came out. Thank you, Master, for the session.
Thank you, Master, for the opportunity. So, Masters, read. You will have your own understanding. This was just my understanding towards the chapter. If you sit and read, many things will open up for you, for what you need in your life and the situations you're facing. It will open up for you. So it's important to read to understand and do practice. Now that we are correcting our thoughts, the errors, we are finding the errors, right? Where we are thinking what is causing all the problems. Now we have a choice to ask also to our higher self. This kind of situation is happening with me. Why? What has caused that? What thoughts have caused that? You can ask that as well. So observe whole day what's going on with you and sit and ask your higher self why have this occurred, what was the thinking of mine that has created this. So know yourself, know your thoughts, and start switching to that expansive mode rather than the limited self you think you are, which is not the truth. You must just thank you so much for giving this opportunity.